Service animals are very important parts of our society today.
Yes, yes.
These groups are bobcats. This must be the whole town of Beaver out today.
Sure looks like it.
Everybody, every farm league team, twerks, and a whole bunch of
It gets the young kids involved.
It makes them part of the community. That's what it beholdens us. You know, you grew up in the west side of football. Did you have a new far from there?
No, when I was 14, my parents moved to Center, and other than college, I've been there the rest of my life.
The things that keep us here are these kind of things, where the community comes all out. Oh, there's Jack. Jack, come on over, Jack. Is he shy? I never knew Jack to be shy like this before. Is Jack shy? Yeah. Okay. All right. Commissioner Jack Manning is here. Thank you, Tony. Commissioner, how are you today?
I'm doing well. A beautiful day. Great turnout here in Beaver. Big crowd and lots of veterans. I mean, there were a ton of veterans that came by. So proud of them. Appreciate their service. The Legacy Alive guys outdid themselves this year. The work that John Dudo and those guys do with Legacies Alive and the Gold Star families. Just remarkable. Really gets to you. You know, it really gets to you.
So you're incognito today. I didn't even notice you saying
that's okay. It's not about me. It's about the veterans and the celebration today. That's for sure. Yeah.
Memorial Day parade.
Yeah.
And the sacrifices that have been made by generations of young men and women in Beaver County over the years that we shouldn't forget. And for this one special day of the year, towns all over Beaver County, not just in Beaver. Beaver, of course, the county seat, seems to have attracts the most people. But counties throughout Beaver County, communities throughout Beaver County are also having their own memorials at cemeteries in their hometowns.
Yeah, you know, we have 3.5 municipalities, as I like to say, that slice of hell with city. But there's at least a dozen going on today with either memorial services, parades, and the like. It's the first time I've been here for a while because I've participated in Conways for the last several years, being able to walk and speak at that one. But you're right, you know, I wear this little wristband every day, given to me by his grandfather, Dylan Elkins, the last active duty Beaver County to lose his life in Afghanistan, November of 2018. Hopefully he's the last, you know, in my lifetime. We don't have to go through that, but remember all those guys, especially the ones that made the ultimate sacrifice during times of conflict and war. And that's what these celebrations are about, really. To look at the people that, you know, we're the greatest country that ever is and ever was. And it was hard fought and protected by a lot of great citizens, men and women. And it's great to come out and honor them like we do today.
It's a tremendous outpouring of support for them and their families. And it's a realization oftentimes that we could lose this at any time. These freedoms
it is fragile. It's very fragile. There's a lot of conflicts out there, and there's a lot of animosity still towards America. And we have to be smart, and we have to continue to invest in our military, but also our infrastructure, and what's made us the greatest nation on earth.
And Jackie was showing me the wristband. I grew up in the 70s, my wife and I, in the mid-70s, and she had a bracelet at the time for POW.
We had those as well for POWs during the Vietnam War. We're about the same age, same era here, and those were something that were very, very poignant and very meaningful to us. And as they started to get released, or the MIAs started to be identified and returned home, it was quite a poignant time.
I think it's beneficial to those who are still serving in different parts of the world that you have our support.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Jack, the Veterans Administration here in Beaver County does a huge job, a wonderful job in trying to meet the needs of those veterans.
Kathy Narn and the folks there, they really do work their butts off. Sometimes we can't get enough help there. We're always struggling to do that. And the volunteers that help shuttle the guys back and forth to the VA hospital and the like. It's a great group of people, really dedicated to making sure veterans get what they need. That Brighton Township by there in full.
So it seems as though it's coming to an end here. The fire trucks come through. So it's been a great parade, great weather around us today.
Couldn't ask for a better day, that's for sure.
And if there are veterans in the listening audience and they need help, what can you turn to?
Well, contact the courthouse, the Veterans Administration there, the field office, Kathy Narn and his staff. Call the courthouse, they'll page you right through to her, and they'll be able to handle almost anything that comes up. If there isn't something there that's more extensive, I also recommend they call Congressman DeLuzio's office. He's on the Veterans Affairs there, and if there's really sticky things that are creating some issues, don't hesitate to call your congressman, because I know Chris DeLuzio is also committed to veteran service as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Jack, always good to see you. Thank you for stopping by.
And I guess we can thank our friend Tom Gardero for the flyover that we had there, and came by in his big Cadillac. Yeah.
Great to ride a guy. He always likes to remind people our Heritage Museum is out there. Take advantage.
It's not too far from my house. It's a great spot, great location.
You have always talked about the quality of life issues in Beaver County, and there are so many of them.
Yeah, between our parks and our historic sites, just the outdoors, the green space that we have, it's Beaver County is just a great place to live, and that's what we're trying to preserve from the commissioner's standpoint, is to ensure that all of those things continue to be there to benefit all the residents in Beaver County.
Commissioner, good to see you. Thank you very much. All right, Commissioner Jack Manning, and we saw Commissioner Tony Amadeo a little bit earlier, and then there's DJ Fry again. Did he get his coffee cup? He left his coffee cup with us a little while ago, and I think he just came back together. So many great organizations. As we've been seeing for the past 5 minutes or so, a number of fire departments from around the area. Vanport Volunteer Fire Department is coming past the reviewing stand now, and that's going to be followed by the group from Center Township Volunteer Fire Department. Another thing, as we have this parade today to commemorate Memorial Day and those who gave the ultimate sacrifice, is that a lot of these organizations are out there who are volunteer organizations who help us in our communities, whether it's Center Township or Brighton Township or Vanport, as we've seen, Beaver, all the areas, Rochester, East Rochester. You see them mostly in parades, which is a good thing, I suppose, because that means you don't need them at your own house. So you wouldn't know them from there, but they are here and they do serve. And one of the things over the years, especially say the last 10 years, is that the numbers of those volunteers have been dwindling. Younger people aren't as enthusiastic about getting involved in the organizations. The Beaver Fire Department walking past us now in the reviewing stand. So it takes a bit. It takes a bit for them to keep this forces going. We're seeing that in a lot of communities. The volunteer fire departments need help. They're looking at consolidations in a number of different places. But if we could get the numbers up, then that will be beneficial to our own communities. A lot of times it's the auxiliaries, the women in the auxiliary departments of these volunteer fire departments who do a lot to try and raise money. And again, as they get older and can no longer do the job or have to retire or maybe even have passed on, they're not being replaced by younger generations. So that's an important role as well. So hopefully as our communities are coming together and seeing all this and seeing the families that are here in Beaver County to participate and to keep the traditions alive and the quality of life issues alive. This is the Beaver Fire Department, the volunteer fire department, who are finishing off the parade. They're the last people, they're the last floats going by, and the crowd will start to disperse now. They'll be going down to the cemetery, the Beaver Cemetery, down at the other end of town for a special Memorial Day invocation. So if you're so inclined, follow the parade down to those ends, or to just join in at some place, maybe even your own community. This is Beaver County Radio, WBVP. I'm Mike Romigh, along with Curtis Walsh, outside of the Beaver County Courthouse. We've been brought to you today by our presenting sponsor, Falcone Moon Ford, McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, Luann's Route 68, J. Young Refuse, Monroe Auto, Fry Transportation, and St. Barnabas, all part of our broadcast here today. And of course, our presenting sponsor, Falcone Moon Ford, Falcone Moon Auto. I'm Mike Romigh. Thank you for participating with us today. And please keep those who have given the ultimate sacrifice in your hearts and in your memories, and for their families who have survived them, who continue to mourn the loss of a loved one. We appreciate you, and we appreciate your service. Thank you for joining us here on Beaver County Radio.